Okay, let's talk a little bit about masks briefly. Donald Trump traveled to Arizona yesterday, went to a Honeywell facility that is making masks because we have a pandemic and people should be wearing masks. That factory requires masks, and Donald Trump refused to wear a mask. Instead, Trump wore goggles, which is okay. I mean, fine, but it's a little weird given that he didn't wear the mask. Trump was asked as he was leaving the White House yesterday on his way to Arizona, will you wear a mask? And Trump said, I will if it is a mask facility.
Say it. I think it's a mask facility, right? If it's a mask facility, I will. Yeah, I don't know if it's a mask facility, but we'll go to see Honeywell. They have done an incredible job on many fronts. And so I'm going to pay my respects to a great company and a great state, the state of Arizona. They make N95, yeah.
They make masks, as Trump says. If it's a mask facility, Trump says that he will wear one. Well, as you can see in this video that we are playing, there are safety guidelines prominently displayed at this Honeywell facility, and they say, please wear your mask at all times, in addition to observing 6 feet of social distance, as well as using hand sanitizer. And yet here is Donald Trump standing 18 inches from another guy, wearing goggles, but no mask. As the guy shows him a mask, they have a crate of masks in front of them. You couldn't parody this on Saturday Night Live. The factory policy is wear a mask at all times, and Trump puts on goggles, but no mask. And his aides are also not wearing masks. Now, why do we care about this? Is it just disaster porn? No. We care about this because more than 60 million people in this country voted for this guy. Many of those people see Trump as a demigod, and they do whatever he does. And if Trump goes to a mask facility and he doesn't wear a mask, it encourages this exact type of behavior that we don't need right now. So we can laugh it off. We can say, okay, you know, Trump wore goggles and no mask. He's just personally kind of a weird dude or an idiot, but it doesn't really have an impact. This will fuel more right-wingers not wearing masks and actually being opposed to them. This sends the message that wearing a mask isn't that important, even when the policy of a location is masks at all times. It encourages people to ignore it if they see Trump ignoring the policy that's in large print on a TV and probably multiple TVs. Trump's own administration has said covering your mask is better than not covering your face, rather, is better than not covering your face. If you don't have a mask, wear a scarf. Trump said, well, they had masks. It's a mask factory. I would wear one if they require it, but then he doesn't. And of course, that puts people around Trump at risk, and it puts Trump himself at risk. The message that is being sent is masks are no big deal. Coronavirus is no big deal. Everything's fine. And yet 2,350 people died in the United States yesterday. But remember, he's wearing goggles. This is the same guy who looked at a solar eclipse directly. So it's not a question of Trump's intelligence. That seems to be lacking. But how does no one put a mask on the guy? And it's because of what we call management by optics. Okay. It's the optics of this is no big deal and we won. If Trump hasn't been seen with a mask once during the entire pandemic, and he hasn't, and then he claims we've basically won, we can start taking apart the pandemic response, the White House coronavirus task force, rather. If he then shows up with a mask for the first time, the optics don't match. I admit that that's the case. If you're trying to say we've won, you don't start wearing a mask on week 9 of the pandemic. This is management by optics, period. And that is very dangerous. NordVPN, one of our sponsors, is giving you 70% off a 3-year plan, which is just a little over $3 a month. And you'll get an extra month free when you go to nordvpn.com/David Pakman. Or go to their website, use the coupon code David Pakman. If you don't use a VPN, now is the time to start. I always use a VPN on my computer and my phone. It makes you totally anonymous when you're browsing online. You won't be spied on. Websites can't track you around the internet. Your data is safe from hackers. And NordVPN is the one you want to go with because they don't keep records on your internet history. They double encrypt your data. Their servers are super fast, and they provide unlimited bandwidth. NordVPN is giving you 70% off a 3-year plan. That's just over $3 a month, plus an extra month free when you go to nordvpn.com/David Pakman. I've put a link right underneath the video, or just go to their website and use the coupon code David Pakman.